Maintaining a Goldendoodle's coat is a never-ending labour of love. That coat never stops growing or needing attention. If you want to avoid having to dash out to the groomer every few weeks for little tidy-ups for your Goldendoodle, there is a little grooming tool you could use to keep your dog's coat manageable for longer. Hi, welcome to my Goldendoodle Diary. I'm Joanna and this is Sophie. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload new videos, which are all about Goldendoodle dogs. So here's the thing about most Goldendoodle coats. They keep on growing and growing quickly and everywhere, even where you don't want it. It grows out from the paws, around the hygiene areas, there's fuzz all over the belly, and it grows over and in front of the eyes. If you get your Goldendoodle clipped, say every 2 months, by the time you take them into the groomer, they are a bit of an overgrown beastie. Since I first got Sophie, I've been using a clever little grooming tool to keep all those areas I mentioned tidy, so I don't have to make those expensive trips to the groomer nearly as often. It is this little trimmer, just a trimmer, not a full-on clipper. I find myself using this on Sophie all the time. It was recommended to me by her breeder and also by her first groomer. At the time when Sophie was a wriggly little pup, it allowed me to safely trim back unwanted fuzz without cutting her skin. And I've never really stopped using it since. So let's take a quick look at it. This one is a little battery-operated number, about 5 inches by 1 inch in size. It cost around $30. There are dozens of similar ones around. This trimmer can cut the coat right at skin level, but I mostly hover it a little above the skin. There are 2 reasons for this. Firstly, if the skin isn't fully stretched out, the trimmer can nick it. And secondly, when I have trimmed right down to the skin level, when the hair starts growing out again, Sophie gets all itchy from the stubble. So I allow about 1/4 of an inch of hair to be left behind. And other than actual trimming, it has another very clever use. It can get puppies used to the sensation of being clipped before their first real session with a groomer who uses the proper big clippers. So let me show you how I conditioned Sophie to get used to the trimmer. As with everything, short increments and positive association. Before doing any real trimming, I'd switch the device on and run the handle on her, so she got used to the buzzing against her skin. I'd do this when she was relaxed, using a soothing voice and giving treats. At first it would be very short sessions, only a few seconds long, and then I'd increase the length of the sessions depending on how she reacted. And even now that she's fully grown, I still run the trimmer handle over her body just before her clipping appointments with the groomer to give a reminder of the sensation, so she'll be more relaxed about getting clipped. Also because, unlike most Goldendoodle owners, I only take Sophie to the groomer about 2 or 3 times a year. Now here are the areas where I use the trimmer the most on Sophie and the reasons why. The paws are a really weird place to grow hair out of, and I find it grows really quickly there. I carefully trim the hair right at paw level, because as we know, Goldendoodles love to run around doing zoomies. When the hair grows out of and over the paws, they can slip and slide on smooth surfaces because the hair doesn't give them very good traction or braking ability, and there's a bigger chance of them slipping and hurting themselves. What I also like to do is to take it a step further and trim the hair inside the paws too. I'm extra careful with this part because there's a lot of webbing there and I don't want to cut any skin, so I just angle the trimmer. The big plus of trimming the inside paw is there's less chance of burrs getting stuck and hurting the foot, and it prevents mats from forming there. Trimming the paws is taking care of a bit of a blind spot for burrs and mats, often overlooked during regular brushing and combing. Another area I use the trimmer on is the belly. If your Goldendoodle is anything like Sophie, she or he probably loves a belly rub, but the fine fuzz that grows on the delicate belly skin can get little tangles, and that part is often too delicate to brush and comb out. So I carefully use the trimmer, making sure the skin is stretched out so I don't nick her. I usually clip the whole belly right up to the rib cage and down the inside leg a bit. In summertime, having the belly trimmed gives her better airflow underneath while she stays all fluffy on top. Then there are the hygiene areas. Again, I'm extra careful here. I never cut right down to the skin. Just enough so that when she relieves herself, the trimmed back hair means there's nothing to stick onto. Another good use for the trimmer is for trimming the hair at the top of the snout and between the eyes. The narrow width of the trimmer is ideal for this. It all depends on what look you're going for near the eyes. These days I'm more confident with using the scissors to cut in front of and over Sophie's eyes, but I have used the trimmer to good effect near the eyes too. Of course, the remainder of the coat still grows long and needs to be brushed and combed frequently and correctly, and it still needs to be clipped regularly. It's just that using the trimmer keeps the coat under control for longer. And that's it for today. Thanks for spending time with us. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my Goldendoodle Diary for lots more doodle dog chat. Bye for now. Oh, what's going on? Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, 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 grizzly bear.